Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Now, let's discuss XRP, everyone. A couple other things are also happening, and we will discuss them. First things first, though, what a complete moron to believe that he could walk away from the hotel with a bag of cryptocurrency. Theft at Manhattan Hotel, $20,000 stolen from man trying to purchase cryptocurrency. This level of persuasion is beyond my abilities, man. Someone always says, if I can't hold it in my hand, then it isn't real, whenever I try to introduce them to cryptocurrency. Still, for some reason, these folks managed to talk this gentleman into bringing $20,000 to purchase cryptocurrency in person. I'm telling you, today, people are going to believe anything. Your cryptocurrency must be securely stored at all times. Be cautious of the many scams that exist. Dude, he's been involved with blockchain and distributed ledger technology, DLT, since the beginning. This is something I've been meaning to tell you for what feels like forever. Not a moon boy, according to Jade316, haha. On 2010, I became involved with Bitcoin, and since then, I've worked directly on distributed ledger technology, DLT, and blockchain. As more and more use cases and utilization are added, the utility run will only increase. Just as I've been saying, XRP's price will skyrocket once its utility begins to dictate its value. You see, tokenization isn't going to happen overnight, rather, it will happen gradually, with increasing value added to the network each year. Furthermore, custody will also increase. Additionally, widespread adoption is anticipated to increase. Regarding the payments, too, the future holds a great deal of promise. Do nothing more than sit tight and wait for it to transpire. Plus, it's almost here, you can see it approaching now. Why is adoption happening so slowly, then gradually, and suddenly? It's frustrating that putting rails takes time. Thus, tech entrepreneurs talk about infrastructure inversion, which occurs when new tech infrastructure is built on top of the old, causing conflict. At first, there is a lot of resistance, and the new tech feels slow and suboptimal compared to the old one. This is because it needs to work with the old tech. Layers are added and they pay for it. The expectation here is that, eventually, the new tech will fix all the issues with the old tech. After then, the new financial system will emerge. In this context, Rails refers to the physical structure of the financial markets, specifically the replacement of the operational rails that process trillions of dollars every day. Ripple is, as previously mentioned, laying the groundwork. However, XRP will need some time to begin operating on all those tracks. Additionally, the construction of several railroads is still pending. We are also seeing that they launched their cooperation with Ripple last year with a bang, opening up rails all over Africa and banking the unbanked at the same time. In a similar vein, Stellar is acting. XLM is going to be perfectly fine. It's being referred to as off-ramps. The payment corridors, or rails, of Ripple are not immediately apparent. That's the pitch that Ripple makes. The thing is, we're observing that unfold as it happens. Furthermore, Ripple isn't even directly laying down many of the tracks. On vacation, for example, a lot of it happens via partnerships. It is my belief that the United States is not falling behind due to chance alone. Do you all believe that the United States is intentionally being slow to adopt the new financial system? There are many who predict that the United States will fall behind in the CBDC race, but I don't buy it. But that's just my 2 cents. I just don't see the US continuing to utilize the fiat dollar while the rest of the globe adopts digital currencies. It is certain that the US dollar will likewise become a reserve currency at some point. Nonetheless, I maintain my belief that no other global currency will ever hold this position. What we will witness instead is a neutral bridge currency that will serve as a global medium of exchange. That way, everyone is on an equal footing. And it is the current desire of every nation. This is why XRP stands out above other cryptocurrency tokens. In the same vein as XLM, XDC, and even HBAR-QNT, Casper will all play significant roles in digitization trade. Onwards from there, you begin to consider Sarah, OTA, and Algo as potential next steps. The audit found that 282 US banks are on the verge of collapse. One would assume that their goal would be to resolve the issues plaguing the US banking system. On the other hand, I fear this will cause the worst disaster that the world has witnessed in recent memory. I already believe they have all the necessary measures to address the impending liquidity crisis that would ensue if they allow these banks to fail. How is XRP used? They intend to allow this to occur in order to consolidate the banking system, and it also generates on-demand liquidity. Here it is, in all its glory. And it's something that they're prepared for. In a similar vein, they are eliminating USDT to make room for USDT or USDC. Ripple's new stablecoin will also be able to launch soon after this. Why? Because it will be allowed to be integrated into the financial system and is backed by the US dollar. However, the stablecoin still needs to be moved by the banks. Where does it go when it's moved? The point I'm trying to make is that XRP is where it's at. The well-documented instability of USDT is currently occupying my thoughts. USD, TK, GovGlass, smoke-derived nails, Tether, a pricey stablecoin that hardly acts as a payment function, issuing millions of tokens without an audit and has a market cap a fraction of Bitcoins. We even witnessed it emanate from the CEO of Tether. He claims that the United States and the European Union are unnecessary for Tether, but that the company will be unable to comply with global crypto standards if they are enacted. In my opinion, it is currently happening on purpose so that Ripple stablecoin and DC can have a clean slate. This year, the greatest transfer of assets in world history, between $2 trillion and $3 trillion, is taking place. The topic at hand is the baby boomers' bequest. So, it's not uncommon for children to inherit the family home, whether from their parents, grandparents, a wealthy uncle, or another relative. And this may be one of the reasons they're proposing a 44.6% capital gains tax. The payment of inheritance tax must be made before anything else. Plus, that's about 12%. But the vast majority of these folks no longer even call their parents' home state. A large portion of their population has relocated. So, they've inherited a house, but they plan to sell it. However, they're worried about paying capital gains tax on the sale. Additionally, it's possible that they have siblings who are interested in selling the house as well. After the capital gains tax is deducted, they will each receive their portion upon the house's resale. However, as crypto investors, we will also have to deal with a capital gains tax this year due to the fact that many people will be selling off their crypto holdings. That may be one of the reasons they are advocating for a higher capital gains tax. The timing couldn't be worse, as everyone is already anticipating Cryptus's breakout performance this year. Simultaneously, they are also aware that there will be a tremendous transfer of wealth. Well, that concludes our video. Your support in the form of a like and a subscription would mean the world to me. Muchas gracias, depart.